Well, good morning, guys. Welcome back. Um, Before we get this video started, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to drop a like. Feel free to comment anything down below. But today, we're going back out to the public land that me and Chris set up the cameras on to go check them out. They've been set up now for about, I want to say 5 weeks now. So we're going to go out there and check them out and see if we got any cool pictures on camera of any deer or hogs, it doesn't matter. But we woke up this morning super early. It was like 5:30, and it's been raining ever since. So we kind of debated a little bit, and the rain's supposed to pass here in the next 30 to 45 minutes. So we decided, all right, let's get going since we're a little bit ways away. Slowed up. We're gonna head out there, and if it just keeps raining, we're just gonna have to tough it out because then we'll be out there. So, anyways, enough of me rambling. Let's go check those cameras out. All right, boys, we made it. This time, we're all sprayed down again for ticks. Put the lotion on. This time we got a little bit smarter in our rain gear. It was raining this morning. It's still raining out here. Sorry for the wind if it's too crazy. And then we brought our camel packs because, you know, water. All right, let's get to it. First this is the pond that we came to the first time. The other one we just walked past was pretty much dried out, but it was more like just a drinking tank. This one is more of a pond. It's pretty shallow though. But Chris wanted to walk around this edge here because it's pretty cleaned up, but he wanted to see if there's any deer tracks near down the water, which we might not see a lot this time because it did rain. There's probably water everywhere, especially down on all the creeks that are deeper in the woods down there, Chris.
Yeah, but there's like any of the routes that we've been walking, you might be able to see some.
Oh yeah, for sure. Duck ourselves up into the woods and start following our own paths. Yeah, it's pretty much all the way up there. About 900 yards north from here. I'm trying to follow this creek here because it's just a little bit easier to follow it. But right here, I'm gonna cut in through here, follow this path up to the opening, and then actually it's probably easier this way. Now, keep in mind, the later we get in the season, what I want to make happen is we're going to come, get out where we're parking, and then we're going to basically walk all the way to the first hunting spot or the first designated tree area. And then once we're there, we'll have like a trail that we're going to follow every time to hunt those areas.
Oh, guys. I think it's her.
Nah, it was bedded right there.
Yeah, actually. You think she has eggs right there?
There's probably eggs right there, but just back away from it.
Yeah, and just leave it.
It's trying to lead us away.
That's kind of cool to see.
Alright guys, so just quick intel. We were walking through. Chris actually recorded it because we had to be real quiet. There was a hen bedded underneath this tree back here. It was a turkey hen. You could still hear her putting around. She stayed real quiet. Chris pulled his phone out to record her as we're just trying not to disturb her, honestly. So he recorded her a little bit, but she got up and ran into the woods where we're walking. And I think she might have some eggs over there that she's bedded on. So she's probably trying to just lead us away. But the good thing is that there was turkey right here, which means turkey season. We'll already kind of know a general area where to start. Yeah, I'll drop it right now just so I don't forget. But it's pretty cool to see that, right, Chris?
Yeah, that was exciting, dude. We literally walked.
She's still over there.
We walked up on it, and it was probably like maybe 10 yards away from us, maybe even closer.
It's like we're here.
Yeah, she's probably like like right here. She was maybe like this far away.
A little bit further, probably. About there. Yeah, it was about right there when she freaked out. And we hadn't seen her. I seen a head first, and I was like, what is that? And then I was like, that's got to be a hen. But funnily enough, a little bit back over there, we're coming through some trees, and I seen a dropping with white on it, and I was like, is that turkey droppings? And we were like, maybe.
just because turkey droppings or bird droppings in general always have like a white spot on them or some sort of white color to them. And sure enough, we found her just bedded not too far away. So we're just going to leave her alone. She's trying to guide us away. We're just going to go to where our cameras at. But first, I'm going to drop a pin. All right, guys, so first camera, I think it's a success. Like I said, we wanted to get pictures, and I think we got a couple pictures of a deer on there and videos. I'll put those next on the clip so you guys can see it, but we're about to check them out. Let's see what we got on camera, guys. So the doe was in here. Really don't know what she was eating. I think it was the doe. I don't know. I'm still importing it, but there was a deer in here. But I don't know if it's this that it's eating. I don't know what this is though, and I think there's actually, hold on, I think there's acorns right here. I think I just spotted an acorn. They're back in there. No, I don't know what it is. It's a green one. I don't know what these are, but it could be eating on that. I'm not sure. But anyways, right there, Chris. That's probably the easiest one to climb up that.
That straight one.
Look around. Start looking around for a tree, because these branches looks like good.
Yeah, but what time have they been in here?
Obviously late, but
yeah.
Obviously later on in the season everything changes.
Yeah, everything
so
changes.
it's more like look at the trees around so we can know our options.
That one's so skinny that I'd be scared going up on that one. Or that right one, the one on right there.
Yeah, I feel like that one.
So we got some pictures, a couple pictures on camera.
For sure. I'm just trying to import them real quick. All right, guys. So we checked the camera. It's funny because the date's set wrong on the camera. I'm just gonna leave it like that. But we got some does, maybe the same doe.
Yeah, definitely.
And then
it's a nice big size though.
We had a raccoon, armadillo, and we had our first buck on video and camera. It's a little fork, like a little fork. Yeah. We'll see what he grows into, guys. But hey,
he's still
first
got
buck.
some time to grow too.
A buck is a buck, boy.
Yeah. Let's get it. Next camera, let's go.
Well, guys, pro tip: when you come to the woods, bring toilet paper. Nature literally called my name. So I went back in there, found myself a nice tree, put my back up against it, and let it happen. But yeah, bring toilet paper into the woods because you don't want to end up coming in with socks and leaving without them. Let's go meet back up with Chris. He's somewhere over here waiting on me. Hey guys, Chris wants to give y'all an important announcement.
Right. Guys, I forgot my snacks today, but luckily we got blackberries. You guys like blackberries?
That's a little bush though, huh?
Little bush.
Where's the rest?
Oh yeah.
You got snacks for days, boy.
5-minute break, guys.
Alright, we're gonna make our way to our next camera. Our next camera is down through here and to the left, up to the north side of the property. We're just excited, man, because we're just super excited because we got a buck on camera and he's always slacking. He's all like, bro, there's blackberries. We were over there by that tree, and he somehow over there by that tree, and he somehow spotted all this, and he's like, that's blackberry. Dude ran over here.
I didn't spot him. I smelled him.
Oh, he smelled them apparently. So we came because he wanted to see if there's any good ones, and he's been picking them off.
They're pretty good. Look at these just work.
I'm sure the deer be eating off of these too.
Hey, you gotta be the game. All right, guys. So the camera is pretty much just up this hill to the left, right, or is it towards the right?
Towards the right, I think.
Yeah. Either or, I think it's towards the left, but he says it's towards the right. We'll just check on Onyx.
The hog is up here too, the one we found last time.
Yeah, the hogs in there. There seems to be some type of tracks down there, and let's go check if there is something.
This is pretty much a low spot where the creek runs through, but it's definitely a travel area for cows, and everything travels through here too. It's not just the cows.
Last time we were here, we seen a lot of deer.
Yeah, so let's make our way through here, guys.
There's actually a deer track right here.
Where? All right. We've been hiking for quite a bit too. Earlier when we got to our first camera, it was about a mile. By the time we got there. All right, guys. So
no pictures on this, just us.
So we're gonna move it to where we spooked that hog. We're gonna move it into those deep woods there. No luck here. Like I said, it's still early on. Maybe later on in the season they start traveling through here, but we're trying to get as many pictures to get as much information. And obviously this area did not do as well. So we're gonna move it to where we spooked those hogs. And hopefully we get better pictures. I mean, there wasn't even small game like raccoons or anything. So we're gonna go ahead and move it, guys. And that's just how it works. I mean, it's been set out for 5 weeks. A lot of people could say that's not a long time, but I feel like 5 weeks is a good amount of time to have something on camera. So we're gonna work our way out of here, and we're gonna go put it where we spooked those hogs last time, which isn't too far. So I'll catch y'all back here in a little bit once we're setting that up, guys. All right, everyone. So we're walking back towards the third camera. Since we pulled the second camera, we decided to set it up here. It's right behind me on this big tree. And it's a pretty nice open area, but we decided to pick this because a lot of the trees are pretty nice and straight, and they don't have a lot of limbs. So it's a nice area to kind of climb up on these trees. I like these 3 trees back here, but I mean, it looks pretty good all the way around. So
below this little ditch right here, there's a creek that runs all along this whole thing.
Yeah, there's a creek, what, 50 yards away, that runs pretty much along this whole stretch, and that's the one that comes across the road where those 2 hills are at, where we went up earlier. Thank you. So we got that creek that runs through there, and it runs all the way across. Nice thick wooded area here, and then back over here another 50 yards, there's a nice open field, nice big open field. So we just said, let's throw it up here. This camera had no pictures in 5 weeks besides us. So we just set it up, reset the SD card, and we'll see what happens. That's just a tree branch. That low-key kind of. But anyways, we'll see what happens here. Let's go ahead and go check our third camera. One camera good, second camera not so good.
Hopefully we catch something moving from either the field to the creek or the creek to the field.
That's why we chose this spot too. But let's get it.
Let's get to the third camera, guys.
All right, so again, the field's right over here that me and Chris were talking about. The creek is directly behind us. Our camera is set up on one of these trees back in here. We're thinking we're gonna hike up or climb up those trees there. There's three pretty good straight trees that we'll be climbing up and hunting out of. But we're walking back out to the field to go check our third camera. Chris pointed out a lot of hog poop over here, and I was walking. And check this out, guys. We literally have deer poop
all over. Look, there's some over here too.
Yeah, so I feel like we're gonna have some pretty good pictures here. This is a good one.
There's some over.
So let's keep on moving.
Some fields right here. I mean, it opens up a lot.
Look, there's a deer track right there.
Like it opens up pretty big over there. There's a nice like little pathway right here to
And our
another
camera,
opening over there.
Our camera was originally set up down here. That's where the hills go that we went across, where Chris was talking about you guys, and the camera was to the right in that patch of woods over there. No pictures. And on last video when we were out here, we spooked a hog over there closer to the camera, but then when we came through here, there was about 3 to 4 hogs in this general area. And I did think to myself then, I was like, we don't got pictures there, we're gonna move it up here where we saw the majority of the hogs, the bigger group. And sure enough, there's definitely deer sign, there's deer tracks, poop, hog poop. I feel like this spot's gonna be great for us. It's got water, it's got an open field, it's got a nice patch of thick wooded area, which creates 3 different kinds of edge back to back to back. We've got the creek bottom, which is one edge, the thicker timber around the creek, and then it goes to this more open wooded area. And then you got this field, and you got another piece of wooded area there. So this is perfectly where they like to travel. Let's go get our big camera again.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to keep on coming along this little journey we're doing. Hopefully we get our first Oklahoma buck this season coming around. So
Our bow season starts in October.
yep, bow season does start in October. So
We're excited. We're early July. So we're hoping that that little buck over there grows pretty good. Become a nice solid 6-pointer at least. Chris hasn't let an arrow fly into a living
specimen.
a living specimen, a living animal. We're going to hopefully get them on something this season. We kind of know where to start looking for turkey too.
Yeah. Look how nice this whole thing looks.
So we got to our
Third camera.
third and final camera. We're gonna purchase another one because we like this side. We just set one up because we wanted to get an idea. Now, what do you think? Has pictures of something or zero like the one?
I'm hoping it does, but if it doesn't, we're gonna have to move it to a better area, better looking area.
Another spot
But
that
this
we
is a
kinda like.
pretty good area. It's nice open, but
It's kind of like that second area we just picked.
if there's nothing on there, we'll just look for a better area.
Well, the day we came, Chris, you're about to be surprised.
Was there something already the day we came?
7/7/24.
7/7/24.
That's today.
Okay. That face, so.
There was something here this morning as a little fun.
Little fun.
My bad. Let's go back to when we set it. And we set these June 9th, and it's the 7th of July.
Yeah, it was
About
almost a
5 weeks,
month. Yeah.
All right, so.
Well, we'll show them the pictures better, but let me see them.
All right, guys. So my phone's importing all of the photos. You can show them. There's a whole bunch.
109 items remaining.
We could kind of see there was the cow herd was coming through here, but there is deer pictures in there. My phone's on low battery, and I want to make sure that I'll be able to import all of those. If not, what I'm gonna do is I had a third SD card with me, a spare one. I'm gonna throw in this SD card in here and clear it. This one's 128 gigabytes compared to that 35. So way bigger, and I'm just gonna go ahead and toss it in. That way we could just walk back, start making our way back to the car with whatever pictures we have on with this SD card. So this camera had way more pictures than we thought. The first camera had promising photos. This one, like I said, we know there's deer on the pictures from what we could see on the little clips, but I haven't imported it to my phone to actually see them in full screen. So we're gonna just take that SD card with us. We're gonna clear this one, let this camera run. This camera's not moving, guys. This camera has got, I know the cow herd is coming through here, but the thing is, getting closer to deer season, the farm actually moves these cows because the farm releases this land from the state to be able to run his cattle on here. So I know for a fact he moves them out before any hunting season starts. So what we're gonna do is, like I said, we got the new SD card in here. I'm gonna format it all, close it back up, lock this camera back up, and we're out of here. And then we'll figure out somewhere to climb up when we come back here. I'm thinking another 5 weeks before we come back and check that second camera will be moved. Then possibly have another camera that we can set up in this area, but further down south or down over here to the east. There's an open field here that I want to go check out before we go back to the car. So let me go ahead and do all this stuff, and then we'll head out, right, Chris?
Yes, sir. Let's do it. 93 items remaining. All right, guys, so we just came out of the little area we were just in, the third camera, and we're just walking down this little trail that we found, just trying to find another good area to set up a camera next time we're out here. And then pretty sure we're gonna be out here within the next 5 weeks, maybe 5 weeks from now.
It's July 7th
So
today.
gotta get under everything. It's July 7th today, so by like the end of July we'll be back out here.
So we just came out of there.
Literally, that little hole right there.
Crawled underneath. To find the game, you gotta act like the game, and that's what they see when they crawl through that stuff. Anyways, there's an open field here. Came out. There's nice brushed areas with open pockets. Nice open field. Tall grass. I mean, dude, this is as tall as my waist, pretty much. There's bushes. I did have it marked on my Onyx as a potential bedding area or potential game area. Back over there, on the other side of that, there should be another opening. And back in 2023, they planted alfalfa. A little small plot. It wasn't big, it was small. But it's worth a check. And I know there's a water hole over here. So we're gonna go check that out. Go to the water hole, and there was a pinch point that I marked over here that the game has to travel through to get around to that water source. So let's go check this area first. Potential camera setup. I'll drop a pin for a potential camera there. And then we'll check the pinch point, and then after that, we'll head back out.
Right now we're just basically looking for another potential camera setup, just to see if anything's moving through the place we decide to set it up on. The creek gets deep right there, bro. You found the narrow? Oh yeah.
That's a crossbow.
Bolt. All right. We kind of made it back to this water hole right here.
Got a nice ridge up here.
Yeah.
Our third camera, if you see that solar panel up there, our third camera is on the back side in the woods tucked in. This is the pond where the creek, all that creek runs up into here. That wooded area up there looks nice. This whole area we just came out of, I call it the pinch point because there's woods back in here, woods over here, and open trail through here. So anything that lives down in here, if they want water and they're coming to this, coming out, they're probably traveling across this top around that backside, just trying to get to this pond.
Look at them go, guys. Here goes the cattle.
That's a little bit of them, though.
Yeah.
Right, the ones we saw last time.
The one that are on camera. She stopped.
Alright guys, so we're pretty much done walking around this public land for today. Checked all of our cameras. First camera had a doe that was pretty consistent, and we had a good looking, smaller sized buck there. And then the second camera we checked had no pictures at all, so we moved it to a different spot that had a lot of sign. And the third camera had a whole bunch of pictures, and there was, from what I could see, it was a whole bunch of cows. It was sure one hog that we saw, and then a group of 2 does and a smaller sized buck. Now it is early July, so they might get to be a decent size. And then later on in the season, when bucks actually start roaming around trying to find does to mate with, we might those group of does that are here, they might start pulling in bucks from around all these private parts. They might be some pretty big bucks. You never know.
They range. They have a pretty good amount of range too.
But anyways, I think that's it for today. You guys keep enjoying the outdoors. Don't forget to
Like and subscribe for sure.
Yeah, and like I said, man, we're out here just teaching ourselves how to hunt public land. We're gonna be definitely putting our saddles to use up here. We're just teaching ourselves, guys. We know the basics. We know how to field dress, how to clean an animal, and everything. Now it's just seeing if we can put it together out here on this piece of public land. And so far, for cameras being deployed for about 5 weeks, I think that's
We got a pretty good amount.
a pretty good chance.
We just had to move one, which didn't get nothing. And then the new spot that we moved it to, I'm pretty sure we should be getting some type of movement in there.
Did find a second spot we want to set up another camera closer to where we have that group of does and that one small buck. We're trying to get another camera so we can deploy it out here, closer to that side. That way we have 2 spots on like the west side of this property and 2 spots up on the east side. and then we're gonna try to get 2 spots somewhere down the middle on the north end here. But all in all, today we walked about 4.5 miles total. But we spent almost like 3 hours out here, so we're gonna get out of here, guys. Like I said, keep on enjoying the outdoor. Chris, if you want to add anything,
Like and subscribe. That's about it.
again,
Yeah. Enjoy the journey with us, man.
all right, guys. Let's see if we got a good season at the end of this year.
Yes, sir.